in the House.
All right.
Sandra?
Blake Berman, thank you. You know, Congressman, I was watching you when Blake started his report saying it's like a ghost town around here. I saw you shake your head.
Well, it's infuriating. I mean, Mitch McConnell went out in July and touted that the Senate was going to stay into session through the end of this next week, and yet they adjourned early. And that when you have 12 legislative days on the calendar going through September, and you have to go through the long list, as he just highlighted, how do you go home and justify that I mean, the problem is Republicans are not on the same page.
Yeah, it's a huge
The budget
problem.
was supposed to be done in March. Do you know of any company anywhere in the world where if you didn't have your budget done and you're in August and it was due in March that you'd say, well, let's go take a few weeks off? There's no excuse for this whatsoever. And Mitch McConnell, if you can't follow through on your promise to stay and work through the end of this week and you say, well, we're going to cut out early, how do you do that? How do you justify that?
I appreciate your passion on this because I share it. One of the things that we've been looking at and talking about so much is the president's approval rating, which is in the 30s right now. What they're not talking about is Congress's, which has been dropping like, you know, a lead balloon here. It's under 20. And that is because of things like this. They're not working for the people. People don't feel like they're on their side.
I don't know how you can justify 20.
I don't know either.
I mean, look, you got a lot of good players on the field. The problem is you don't have them united behind something.
So is it fair to be concerned that if the GOP has struggled this much with health care reform, that they could struggle that much with tax reform?
Well, I think the key indicator that we have to watch for is, do they gravitate from tax reform to tax cuts, which is that much easier. But what they really should be doing, and what we touted early on in the year and back in the election, is tax reform, making the code simpler. That's the key indicators. Watch the leaders, Paul Ryan, Kevin McCarthy, Mitch McConnell. If they change that tune.
All right. So did I say the president was on his 6th tweet this morning? It might be 8th or 9th tweet at this point.